I think that there are a lot of us out here who are not consciously aware of what your hurt feelings do to the people closest to you. So today I just want to talk about hurt feelings, guys. You know, sometimes we do things for people, and the people that we are doing these things for, they don't actually know that we are going out of our way for them, you know. Like sometimes you just really you really put yourself out there for somebody, and you don't realize that you're doing this intentionally because you have some sort of an expectation, you know. You hold with high regard an expectation of some sort, that maybe you expect the person to be there for you, or maybe you expect that the person would do something for you in return, and then that doesn't happen, you know. I've been there whereby I do something for somebody and I unintentionally have expectations that one day when I need somebody, the person's gonna be there for me. And I've also been in a situation whereby somebody did a lot of things for me, and they have or had an expectation that I was silently to meet, and then when the expectation was not met, they end up saying very hurtful things to you, you know. Like, I mean, you tell the person something in confidence and they end up using that against you once the expectation is not met. So guys, I just want to address this thing, and let us just become more aware, right, of how we treat people and how people treat us. I think the correct thing to do would be to ask yourself, if ever you're doing something for somebody, ask yourself, are you doing this with an intention, and what is your intention? And if somebody is doing this, something, a kind gesture for you, then how about you just acknowledge and you ask if there's an intention or if there's a motive behind what they're doing. You know, like if you get stuck on the side of the road and somebody stops to help you, and they help you to the best of their ability, and perhaps one day you're rushing your child to the hospital and you drive past the person that helped you, right? And you don't actually recognize the person, and because you're going through something of your own, the person recognizes you, and now the person starts to slander your name around town or whatever the case is, you know. And then you hear about it, like, you know, you heard that this person said such and such about you, and you unintentionally drove past the person because you were distraught, you were going through something, your child was in distress, and you were driving at such a high speed and you didn't see the person who was stuck on the side of the road. Now the person automatically expects, you know what, I helped that person. Now you hear this thing all over town that, you know what, that you helped, somebody helped you, and then whatever. Now I didn't experience this, I'm just giving you an example of how things can happen and how things go wrong, and how you carry this person's bad energy with you, you know. It can ruin your day, it can actually ruin your mindset, because it can take you into a deep state of a depression of some sort. And this I'm speaking of, I know about it because there are a lot of people in my life who have helped me, and there are about 2 or 3 of them who obviously I had not known that they were expecting something in return. And I've come to realize that sometimes things go dramatically wrong in my life because I'm carrying around, well, I'm unintentionally carrying around this person's bad energy and bad spirit toward me, all because there was this silent expectation, unmet needs, all right? How do you guys deal with stuff like this? I mean, let's talk about it. Let's discuss this. Let's just get to opening up about it, because I don't think it's fair on either party, whether you're in the receiving end or whether you're in the non-receiving end, all right? It's only just fair for us to understand where that expectation comes from. Now, from what I understand, it comes from an unmet need. It definitely comes from an unmet need. And I think if we addressed this appropriately, we would have a better understanding of where we're going, moving forward, and how to actually move forward, move past this.